Hello everyone, I'm Maggie from Global Sellers, and this is one of our pre-conferences interviews that we are running. We are running those interviews with our service providers, with our speakers, with our experts, so all these valuable people that you're gonna meet at our conference. The conference will take place on 24th and 25th of April this year in Warsaw, and it's something that you cannot afford to miss because there will be plenty of amazing experts and those top industry service providers that are highly recommended by us, tested by us, and we want to make sure we deliver the best value for yourself. So today's interview I'm running with company Taxology. And as the name suggests, the company is working with taxes. So something that we all hate, but we have to do. And the company is specializing in VAT aspects. So VAT settlements in terms of the cross-border sales, OSS, and all the advice that you need in order to expand and understand this complicated process of VATs. And I'm here today with Tomasz Połeć. He's the founder of Taxology, and he has 15 years experience behind his belt working with Polish and international companies. And he has this hands-on experience with VAT, cross-border, and what is the most important for us right now, e-commerce industry, because that's something that we struggle with quite often, that we do have access to some tax advisors, companies that work within the tax industry, but they don't have experience in working with e-commerce businesses, specifically Amazon sellers. So this is a great opportunity to get in touch with the relevant company and make sure that you can make the most of that. So Tomasz, welcome. I'm really excited for this interview because this is a difficult topic for many companies, many business owners who are struggling. So I really appreciate you coming to the event, and I really appreciate this interview today. So I did a little bit of introduction of yourself, but please tell us a little bit more about the business that you are running, your offerings, how you work with e-commerce sellers, and about yourself.
Hi, hello everyone. Thank you, Maggie, for the introduction. As Maggie said, I'm the co-owner of Taxology. I'm also the certified tax advisor in Poland. And on a daily basis, I cooperate with e-commerce sellers using the different marketplaces, but Amazon is our specialty, and most of our client is Amazon sellers. Basically, our idea of the company and the services that we provide is that we want to have the complex support of the sellers, meaning that we do not provide simply VAT compliance, but we would like to provide complex consulting, accounting support for our clients so that they understand what they are doing, not simply providing the amount of taxes that they need to pay. Because based on my experience, sometimes when we simplify the whole process, we sometimes lose some money, meaning that we do something automatically, do not care much about the taxes, the accounting, but in practice, tax advisory may be subject of some optimization for the company, meaning that we may implement some solutions that could simply save some money for our company. So what I always say, that the manager, the owner of the e-commerce business should always at least understand the process of calculating of the taxes, because there are many opportunities, many solutions that could make our company simply more effective in this area. So what I would like to stress is that we not simply provide and calculate the taxes. We would like to analyze each situation, each seller's case by case, and advice about the best practice, the best solutions that they may apply for their business.
I'm really glad you said that, because myself, I've been working within this industry 14 years now, and I came across many accountants that are just calculating things. They don't advise. And a good accountant is also a good tax advisor. So I'm really glad you've mentioned that, because that's one of the most important aspects, that we are not missing opportunities. We are also understanding everything, how it works, so we can make the most of that. At the end of the day, profit matters in this business. So
yeah, it matters. And I always said that I have plenty of examples of mistakes made by our clients, and I think that it's easier to learn on the mistakes made by others than on our mistakes. And for example, in the past we had many clients who, for example, said that, okay, I don't want consulting because I want to make the accounting as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
And for example, after 1 year, 2 years, I had a call from this client, and they said, "Oh, please, Tomasz, help me, because I had some, FBA sale in UK. And for example, my accountant, okay, they were very cheap. They do everything very fast, quickly. The process was very automated, but they simply forgot that we pay the importation duty in UK. And for example, we pay the taxes on account of our sale in UK, but we have not deducted the import VAT that we paid on account of the custom duty. So basically, the client asked us to get the refund from the UK tax authorities, and it was nearly 1 million of Polish zlotys.
Oh my God!
So they were frustrated, because when they were closing the financial statement, okay, they see that the revenue is growing, everything is going very well, but we don't see this money on our account. And just after the audit, they figure out that they are simply losing money because something is done automatically without some analysis. And after that, they had to make the corrections for the last 2 years and ask for the tax refund to the tax authorities, which is a bit complicated process. And if they potentially applied all our recommendations at the very beginning, their life could be much easier, and the business would be more successful, and they will not lose time on adjusting their tax statements. So I always said that it is very important not to just forget about the taxes. It's very important. So therefore, if you are the Amazon sellers, you should always be interested in this area, because there are many aspects that you can optimize.
That actually answered my first questions, more or less. What are the biggest challenges and opportunities in your area of expertise today? So this is what you mentioned: taxes that are being forgotten, that people don't know about or read the rules, and it's also opportunity.
They don't want to learn about them. Yeah. So this is the main problem. That at every conference, every business meeting, I always said that you should at least spend 1 hour to discuss your situation with me or with my colleagues, some tax advisor, because it can save your time and money in the future. Because I understand that the taxes are really complicated, and I said this as a tax advisor. Maybe for me they are quite easy, but I understand that it might be extremely difficult to understand all these provisions. And if you are selling your products globally, you need to know the rules in Europe, in UK, in United States, in other countries where you like to expand your business. So if your main job is to sell the goods, for sure you don't have time to learn about these taxes. So that's why it's important to find a partner that could help you to mitigate the risk of mistakes that I simply suggested, because it might result from not deducting of the VAT. it might be the problem of applying the incorrect VAT rates. Every day, every month, we had the questions from our clients that, for example, they were selling the goods, and after some time, they have the letters from the tax authorities that there was a problem. For example, the VAT OSS procedure was implemented too late, and they had some VAT payment delays for the last years, and this is really stressful for the companies, for the sellers, to deal with the tax authorities, and it may simply kill your business. So therefore, it's very important to think about the possible risk problems at the very beginning, rather than deal and solve these problems with the tax authorities in the future.
You did say very important aspect of this. Sometimes those mistakes can kill someone's profit, cash flow. They can cause account suspensions. There are so many issues, and this is what you've mentioned actually, because I was going to ask you a question: what are the key tips and takeaways can attendees expect from your presence at the conference? And you did mention come and speak to us, at least like having consultation, a little bit of consultation to just get a little bit understanding of the tax rules. Because this is what it is. People will have opportunity to see you in person at the conference, sit down for a few minutes, for half an hour, discuss different aspects, understand your level of expertise, and also get the feeling on what is actually needed in this industry to run this business smoothly. Because VAT returns, like you said, import VAT on products that can affect your income, your profit, transactions within European Union, OSS, rules for Amazon, like many people enable storage in Germany without VAT registrations because they're not aware of the rules. And you've also mentioned an important thing. They don't have to be an expert in this field. They just have to work with people who do understand that. So I'm glad you've summarized everything that I say to people on regular basis, and that will be also a part of my role at the conference, that I will be telling people that you don't have to be an expert in everything, but you have to have the relevant experts and companies working with you so you can run this business successfully. So that's amazing. But let's look at the future. And looking ahead to the next year, what do you think that are the important things that e-commerce sellers should focus on, especially in your area of expertise and taxes, VATs, and that sort of things?
Yeah, basically it's very difficult question because the tax provisions are changing very quickly. But if I had to choose one topic, I think that it should be something which is called VAT in digital age, meaning that currently in Europe, the countries, the member countries are working on changes of the VAT law, which could affect online marketplaces and also the sellers. These changes refers to the manner of invoicing, meaning that there's the idea that all the countries should implement the electronic invoicing system, and this is something which is actually happening right now. For example, in Romania, in Italy, they have already applied these rules. The only difference is that depending on the local regulations, the different entities are obliged to use these rules. But in the future, in the next year, there might be additional countries that will join this scheme. For example, Germany or Spain or other countries. Also, Poland is also planning to implement their solutions regarding the electronic invoicing. So, in my opinion, it might be something which would be extremely important to make sure that your company is in line with these regulations, because in some cases it might be required to have some local software that would enable to upload all the invoices into the system of the tax administration, like in Poland or Romania. So it might be a bit challenging at the very beginning, and you should just pay attention and look for the information regarding the changes regarding this law. And for example, as a Taxology, we are analyzing these changes, and for sure we will let you know if there is anything, any actions are needed from your side, just to be compliant with the tax law.
It's good to know, because I wasn't aware of that. But looking at what is happening, and obviously tax offices, they want to have more and more control over what is happening at the companies, then obviously that makes sense. So considering the conference, I believe there will be at least 2 people from Taxology, from the information that I've received. So there will be an opportunity to speak to yourself and your colleague, and discuss current situation that people have with their business and their taxes, what they do, also any future aspects, so they can get advice on those. I highly recommend everyone to attend, because there will be plenty of speakers from all possible areas of expertise. There will be service providers. Like I've mentioned at the beginning, we want to make sure that service providers, tools, solution providers, they are top notch. Those companies that are working with Amazon sellers, they understand your business. They are being tested by us and checked to make sure that they provide quality service. Because the most important for us here in Global Sellers, working internationally, is to provide the best Amazon seller community, to make sure that everyone can expand and we can support each other. So Tomasz and Taxology, they will be having stand, so you can come around and speak to them. There will be plenty of networking opportunities, breaks, lunch times, after party, and they all will be there. I've asked them to be there almost 24/7 for you. We will see if they manage, because it will be a full day, 2 full days of the conference. The conference is run in English, so in case for the international attendees, don't worry, please come around. For people who will be from Poland or from any other Eastern countries, we will be having translations available in case they are worried that they may struggle in terms of the language. So nothing to worry about, you will be taken care of. I highly recommend looking at our website. Here is a link, and purchase your tickets as soon as possible, because space is limited. Last year we've managed to fill the full room of people quite early before the conference, so I highly recommend going ahead with tickets right now, because I don't want you to miss this opportunity. Tomasz, thank you so much for this interview. You gave us amazing insights of your area of expertise, all these VAT complications and struggles, but also the tips on how to avoid any issues that may happen to the businesses. So I can't wait to see Taxology, and we will meet in Warsaw. I encourage everyone to come and say hello to them and talk to them. I'm sure you will benefit. Even though if you think you are okay, there is always something that could be improved. So Tomasz, thank you so much, and I will see you at the conference.
Thank you, Maggie. And of course, I welcome everyone to conference. Please feel free to approach us during the conference if you have any questions, any problem, any issues regarding VAT compliance, accounting, taxes. I think that we will be able to help you. So we will see in April on our conference.
Great, thank you.